and they're off. Very slow in getting going was Boroughbridge Hotel as they make the journey on towards fence at number 1. Vondo Tom, the red colours over to the inside, is one of the first ones to show. They're all across the opening fence safely. Going with Vondo Tom is Panthers Creek as they now arrive at the second. Vondo Tom from Panthers Creek, they're already 8 lengths ahead. Very well strung out field into the home straight for the first time. Henry Higgins with the white blades is racing in a dispute of third with Monsun Storm over towards the inner as they cross fence number 3. Further back then to Ballinahow Bill and Steely Edition, Ross Derrin over to the inside of Norton Thorpe Legend as they come over the fence just before the winning post. 2 further circuits left ahead of them. There was a mistake made by Boroughbridge Hotel, who's made up the ground that he lost at the start. Well, there was a little hindered there, and the back marker, but only just, is River Frost, who now moves through in between rivals. Quickly on to the next, and Vondo Tom took it by around about a length and a half, just moving away now from in second place Panthers Creek, as they're now on the approach to the first of the 2 open ditches in the race. Vondo Tom was asked up and came up well, and Ballinahow Bill thumped that very hard, and I think parted company with the rider is certainly out of the race, Ballinahow Bill, as they now make the journey on towards a right-handed turn, which will take them out towards the far side of the track. Indeed, Ballinahow Bill and Lottie Crane are out of the race. Lottie's up on her feet. The horse is galloping on riderless. One that's lost a bit of ground at the back end of the field now is Norton Thorpe Legend as they make the journey going away from us and over the next plain fence. And once again, all landing safely enough, those in behind, Vondo Tom and Panthers Creek, who are the leading pair. So into the back, just the 1 fence over there to get across, and it is Vondo Tom to Panthers Creek in second. Monsun Storm races a further 3 to 4 lengths away in third. They're being followed in fourth by Steely Edition, with up towards the outside Henry Higgins running next. As they come towards the next fence, the leader really stood off that, jumped it well. Ross Derrin not too clever at it, and at the back end of the field, losing the rider Norton Thorpe Legend and seated Hester Hardy. Norton Thorpe Legend is out of the race. Hester is up on her feet as they now have a fairly lengthy run before they get to the next fence, which will be the fence which was their first circuit ago. And it is Vondo Tom leading up by a length or so to Panthers Creek in second. 2 lengths away to in third Monsun Storm, and then 3 parts back in fourth Steely Edition. Half a length away then to River Frost, who's improved over towards the inside. Racing next is Henry Higgins, and then a further 4 lengths back off that one Ross Derrin as they head along the side of the track. Boroughbridge Hotel now the back marker, and Vondo Tom has been taken out of the race. Vondo Tom has exited the contest before jumping over that next fence. So racing on away from that one and quickly on to the one which will be the last next time. Panthers Creek and Monsun Storm are now the leading pair, with up towards the outside at Steely Edition coming a little closer. Then River Frost and Henry Higgins, with Ross Derrin just back in behind those, and a little break back to Boroughbridge Hotel, who is now the back marker as they take the next fence, and those who remain all over it safely. Now quickly on to the one just prior to the winning line. A circuit left to travel. Panthers Creek over that a length ahead to Monsun Storm landing in second. And they're being followed in third by Steely Edition from River Frost. And then towards the outside is Henry Higgins. Loose horses everywhere as they go towards the next plain fence, and it will be Panthers Creek over that, just slowed up a little bit on the approach, and now improving through Monsun Storm to get to within around about a half length of the leader. Steely Edition back in third. Henry Higgins was given a reminder wider out of River Frost as they come over the last of the open ditches. Ross Derrin over towards the inside. It looks as if Henry Higgins is now calling it a day, and Boroughbridge Hotel similarly at the back of the field. So this field really has thinned out as they're now into the final mile of their journey, and we only have 5 of the initial field that set out remaining, with Monsun Storm in the light blue and light green, now moving through along the inside of Panthers Creek. So Monsun Storm, Panthers Creek, they're followed in third by River Frost, then Steely Edition and Ross Derrin, who's last of the 5 who continue. So making the journey now to the final 3/4 of a mile, right-handed into the back straight for the final time in the Spillers Yorkshire Area Conditions race. It's taken its toll on a few of them, and it is Panthers Creek in front by and neck over River Frost, who continues to catch the eye, travelling well. Back in third is Monsun, Storm, and then Steely Edition, and a little break back to Ross Derrin as they cross the fence over in the back, and they're all landing safely. And it is Panthers Creek and William Easterby showing out in front by a length or so to River Frost in at second under Joe Wright, and then up in behind them Monsun, Storm, and John Dawson, with racing in fourth to the outside Steely Edition and Christy Furness, and a little break of 4 or 5 lengths back to Ross Derrin and Rosie Howe. They're the only ones who continue on as they race towards their point of departure once again. They've got 2 more plain fences left to get across before the lengthy run-in, and Monsun Storm now quickening through along the inside to head Panthers Creek without a little bit wider. River Frost now moving through into second, Steely Edition along the inside, and then Ross Derrin. They head towards the second last, and Monsun Storm has made his bid for glory, came over that 2 lengths clear to River Frost and Steely Edition. Panthers Creek now 1 pace is back in fourth, and a little break to Ross Derrin. There appear to be 3 with a winning chance on crossing the final fence, and it was just Monsun Storm who held sway. Steely Edition burrows the way through along the inside, and River Frost towards the outer, making it a line of 3. They're well clear of the others. They're up and running now, and it's Steely Edition who shows the way to River Frost and Monsun Storm as they head into the final 75 yards of their journey and driven out here. It is Steely Edition who shows the way by 4 lengths or so. We'll see this out the best. Steely Edition home clear. From in second place River Frost, in third Monsun Storm, and in slow motion stuff for fourth and fifth. Panthers Creek is tied, so is Ross Derrin. They're coming up to the line practically together. The judge will separate those.